I mean, he came here not knowing English. He had to persuade the officials in the Cleveland clinics
Yeah.
that in spite of the fact he couldn't speak English, they should let him stay.
Well,
That's amazing. That's an
it is.
amazing story.
They were recruiting in the mid '50s physicians from other countries to come to America. We didn't have enough doctors here, and so he accepted a position at Western Reserve in Cleveland. Came over to this country. They quickly realized that either he couldn't read the application or he had falsified it because he didn't speak the language. And I think he actually didn't understand the questions even. But they figured, you know what, we already paid for him to come here. And he seems willing to work. And so the first day, and he tells his story with tears in his eyes, he was paged. And it said, Dr. Ross, he picks up the phone. They say something to him. He has no idea what they're saying. And then at the end, they say, hang up. Now think about, what does that word mean, hang up? He held the phone up. And they said, Dr. Oz, now they're in the loudspeaker saying, Dr. Oz, hang up the phone. He got on a chair and held the phone to the ceiling, wondering what the heck else could he possibly do to get the phone up, because he knew the word up. Until a colleague of his, and this is, I think, what has in many ways colored his experience in America, there was so much completely unwarranted kindness shown upon him, which I think speaks beautifully of our culture. But that a man came up who was walking by and said, Dr. Ross, it's an idiom. Hang up is the phone. And that's how we learned the language. That's how we learned the culture. Their wedding, they had no money. They would literally collect the bottles and get reimbursed for the coinage on them in order to make a little bit of extra change to buy ice cream. But for a patient of his paid for his honeymoon. People just wanted to help other human beings. And I think it's one of the things, if I look across the world, and I've traveled a lot, and you have as well, one thing that really differentiates America in a very positive way is that we've always realized that because we're immigrants, and someone stepped up to help us when they didn't need to, that we need to give back. We need to pass it on.
If there's one common theme that unites you with the 11 other guests in Faces of America, it's that belief in the efficacy, the necessity of hard work, that the system, in a sense, is neutral, that it's oppressive to everyone, that it's resistant to everyone, and that individual will matters. Whether you're Jewish from Russia, Jewish from Germany, Meryl Streep's a Lutheran from German, Stephen Colbert, Roman Catholic from Ireland, Eva Longoria, Roman Catholic from Spain, Malcolm Gladwell's Jamaican, Elizabeth Alexander, Jamaican. They all have that same work ethic that you described. But I find the story of your father and hanging up, I find that it moved me to tears. I find it a very poignant story. But he didn't give up.
Didn't give up. It was just a challenge. It was just an opportunity to go in a different direction. In fact, even today, and I was taught this very young in my life, that when someone tells you no, it means you have to ask differently.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing to learn. You should do a book and call it that.
Yeah.
It's a little long for a title.